In the grand palace of King Xerxes, a feast was underway. For 180 days, the king displayed his wealth, his power, and his glory on the seventh day, filled with wine and arrogance. The king sent for Queen Vashti. "Bring the queen before me," he said, wearing her royal crown, so that all may admire her beauty. But Vashti, the queen, refused. With gasps from the court and tense silence following, one courtier dared to whisper, "The queen has said no." Her defiance shook the kingdom. No woman had ever dared deny the king. And so a furious Xerxes questioned, "What shall be done to Queen Vashti?" It was decreed Vashti would be banished from the kingdom, her crown taken away. But in time, a new queen would be chosen, a queen who, when she heard the old queen's story, vowed to do things differently. This is the story of Queen Esther. In today's story, we see pride go before a fall. King Xerxes, the ruler of the vast Achaemenid Empire, was throwing a massive party and 180-day long festival to celebrate his wealth, power, and glory. Parties like these were common in ancient times. They weren't just celebrations, they were displays of power. The king's goal was to show everyone, "This is how powerful I am. Look what I can do." But something was missing. Despite all the riches and luxuries, there was no one to share it with. The king's heart was heavy with loneliness. So on the seventh day of the feast, he decided to invite his queen, Vashti, to join him. He wanted to show her off to all the nobles, to make her the center of attention. But Vashti, the wise and graceful queen, refused to come. She didn't want to be a trophy wife, an object to fulfill her husband's ego. When the king heard the queen's refusal, his face turned red with anger. He couldn't believe that anyone would dare defy him. His advisors fanned the flames of his anger, telling him how humiliating this was, how it would make him a laughingstock among other kings. And so the king, blinded by pride and anger, made a rash decision. He banished his own queen, taking away her crown and replacing it with humiliation. Friends, sometimes pride can push us to do things we will later regret. When we let our ego take over, we might end up hurting others or even ourselves. King Xerxes' foolish decision not only humiliated Queen Vashti, but it also created a big problem for him. He needed a new queen, and he needed her to be beautiful and obedient. But finding someone like that wouldn't be easy. And so the king put out a decree throughout his vast empire, calling for all the beautiful young women to come to the capital. He wanted to find a new queen, someone who would do whatever he wanted. Little did he know that among those women was a young girl named Esther, who had a secret plan to change the course of history. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to stand up for yourself or someone else? How did you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this story, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more. See you next time.